What's up, guys? So, a week ago, I finished my first week of college. I mean, first week. First year of college. It was my freshman year at the University of Wisconsin Whitewater. And yeah, it was a very interesting experience. I'd say in my whole academic career, being in school, this was definitely my most successful year grade wise. My GPA was the highest it's ever been. And like high school, I didn't really have that high of a GPA. It was like a 2.6. But in college, um, first semester 3.1 GPA, and my second semester was a 3.3 for an average of a 3.2 cumulative GPA. So in my first year, so that's pretty good. Yeah, I got to know how college was like. Um, it's definitely different than high school. It's like college is like high school, but the adult version of high school. Less classes to go to, but more papers to write, more complex um, essays and assignments to do. But you actually get more freedom in college than high school, believe it or not. Um, you get to determine whether you want to go to class or you just want to skip. Obviously, I didn't skip that many classes. I didn't go to every single one, but I went to like 95% of my classes throughout the semester um, and got pretty good grades per semester in my fall semester. So, my first semester, um, I had five classes. Um, First one of my classes, Development 50, got a B plus. Ed Found 230, got an A. English 100, got a B. Introv 104 got a B, which was like a new student seminar class. It was really just one class a week on Fridays, where they were trying to introduce us to college and make sure we're getting the hang of everything. It was only one credit, and then math I finished with B minus, and so my first semester my GPA was a 3.178, so not bad for the first semester. Pretty solid. Yeah, and also during the fall semester, I was in a badminton sports club, which I did for about 2 months. I did it in September and October. It was pretty fun, but I couldn't do it really the whole year because I was pretty much focusing on my grades 100% and running as well. Um, and I ran my half marathon in November, so I was training for that as well during that time in the fall of 2021. But yeah, for pretty good first semester. Yeah, and so I commute. I don't live in the dorm, so I commute from college. So it's about a 15-minute drive from my house to Whitewater on campus to attend my classes. And you know, there's a benefits and downsides of being a commuter. Benefits are you get more freedom with where you live, and it's easier to do your homework and easier to study for exams. Downside is you're driving a lot, so it could be stressful driving with the traffic, and also um, you're gonna have to fill. I had to fill my car with gas a lot, so it's a lot of money. But I actually liked it, and I plan on commuting all 4 years of my college career. I think it's a good way to go to college and yeah, and have freedom. My major, I was undeclared pretty much my whole first semester because I was just trying to figure out what my major was going to be. But by the end of my first semester, I declared a degree in physical education as my major. And yeah, in my second semester, I would take an intro to physical education teaching class, and that went pretty well. I'll talk about that briefly once I get to the second semester. Um, I finished with an A in that class, so that was very interesting. So yeah, my first semester finished with a 3.178 GPA, so pretty good first semester. And now my winter slash spring semester of 2022, finished with an even better GPA. In my second semester, finished with a 3.334 GPA. Core 130 got a B minus. Development 60 or slash college literacy finished with an A. English 102 finished with an A. Math 139 finished with a C. That was definitely my weakest class of the semester. And then PepProf 166 finished with an A. So yeah, in my second semester I actually had better grades. I think it was because a lot of the classes had they all had the same amount of credits. In my first semester, I had like one class that was just worth 1 credit, and then some of the harder classes were worth like a lot, like 4 credits. So that definitely played a role. But my GPA pretty much was pretty similar. It was a little bit better, and my cumulative GPA is a 3.256 so far in my college career. So yeah, that was my first year of college. I went from early September to the second week of May. So it was about 1 week ago was my final day pretty much of doing college stuff, really. I had to take my Core 130 final, and then that was it. Finals week was a little bit stressful, but not too bad. That was last week, was finals week. In my opinion, finals, I think they should be lower for like 5%, because it doesn't really accurately, like, you have the whole semester. How many days are in a semester? And that's just one day. So if you're doing good the whole semester and you have like one bad day, that final could hurt your grade negatively if you just had a bad day, Or vice versa, you were doing terrible the whole semester, and then that one day you got lucky and it's a fluke and you did good. Like, that doesn't accurately represent how you did the whole semester. That's just in my opinion. But I think there should be a final, but I think it should just be worth 5%. I think it should be just a thing where it's just a review, and just a little extra points. Or if you do bad, just still, you go down a little bit, but not. It should not terribly impact your grade. That's my opinion on final exams. So yeah, I had 2 semesters of college. The second semester was a little bit longer than the first one. They were both pretty long. I was 100% committed to do my grades during the whole semester. I didn't really do that many races besides the half marathon I did in November. Other than that, I didn't do any other races or anything. I did the badminton club for a little bit, but I didn't do that for very long. So I plan on doing a 5K race in 2 days on the 21st of May in Whitewater. And it's my first race for this year of 2022. I haven't raced since November. So yeah, that'll be fun. And then I plan on just really just targeting that 5K distance and just trying to work on that, get sub 20. That's my ultimate goal. By the end of this summer, sub 20. If not in this next race, it'll eventually happen. I know it. It's just going to take training and practicing racing, really. So yeah, that was my first year of college. Overall, was a good experience. Got to meet a lot of people, and how the professors were. And the thing about being in college is, as long as you show up, and as long as you try in class, you won't fail. I mean, even if you're really bad at the subject, you'll at worst get a D or a D minus. You will not fail. That's only for students who don't show up to class and are not good at the subject, and they will fail those classes. But that's what I learned, really. Math, I got a C, and I was terrible at the subject. I was terrible at math, and I still am. I've always been terrible at math, but I somehow finished with a C in that class because I showed up and I tried my best. And that's really just a lesson in life. No matter how terrible you are at something, even if you try your best, it won't be that bad in a way. So, so that was my first year of college, and overall, it was a good experience, and I'm looking forward to my next year in college. My sophomore year, coming in this fall, will be my next semester, and I hope to continue to have a pretty good GPA, and I plan on doing the badminton club and doing an intramural sport in badminton, because that's one of the college sports I've been doing. And I also plan on doing races as well, doing a lot of more competitive racing. And that's really my plans for this next year, really. And eventually, in about 4.5 years, get my major in physical education and be a physical education teacher. Um, we'll obviously get the degree and then go out in the real world and apply what I had in college and use my degree to get a job, full-time job. So yeah, I mean that's just, I mean that could change obviously. I mean, you got to take it one day at a time, but that's what my plans are. So yeah, that's how my first year of college went, and thank you guys for watching this video, and yeah, see you guys next time.